We all right. Ain't nobody gonna see me as the woman living with HIV. And I did that for so long, but it was draining me. I was loving what was killing me, and I was not doing what God called me to do. And I went to see a counselor, and she said, you got all of the answers. You really know. It's a woman inside of you dying to come out. She said you need to write. So I said, right. Now me, I didn't have an education. I didn't finish school. And then I dropped out in ninth grade. I can read, but like really read. No. So I'm feeling slow. Like no, I can't be writing no book. Mm-mm. So I started journaling. Like she said, I said I'm gonna write. And immediately when I started to write, I was not the same person when I wrote. And today I understand what that meant. It's years later, but in that moment, I didn't understand how am I writing this, but I'm not living this, because I had to become that woman that I was writing about. I just was not her. I wasn't able to be her. So I allowed myself to go through all these different things. When I tried to kill myself because I felt like I was not a good mother. Because how would you allow your kids to be abused? How would you allow yourself to be abused? How would you allow? It was like I was the problem, and I felt like I didn't want to live because for one, ain't nobody gonna love me, and I got HIV for sure. That's not gonna happen. My kids don't. I don't deserve to have these kids because I'm not strong enough to take them out this environment that's not good for them. And I continue to be sad, depressed. Sometimes I wouldn't get up. Sometimes I didn't want to work. I just allow the word HIV to scare me because if I break up with this person and I have to just live with these kids, I'm gonna be the girl with HIV. And I didn't want to be the girl with HIV. I just wanted to be Shatrivia. But nobody would let me be Shatrivia because every time everybody saw me, they saw the girl with HIV. And literally, to be honest, that's the same thing people see today. When they see me, oh, she the girl with HIV. There's always some HIV. I be wondering when is somebody gonna see Shatrivia? I am just Shatrivia. Like when you saw me today, you said, "Oh, Shatrivia," not the girl with HIV. But it's hard for people to separate it, right? So sometimes I try to get people to separate it, but it's hard. It's hard for them to separate it. But what I learned through this journey that I just took y'all on was everything that I experienced: the abuse, the depression, the anxiety, the trying to kill myself, all these different things that I experienced. God told me one day, everything you're going through is not for nothing. It's not for nothing. Your story is going to change lives all around the world. And I'm wondering, like, how? How could my story, the girl that don't have an education, the girl that's HIV positive, the girl that's fat, the girl that don't love herself, the girl that don't know nothing. I don't know nothing but the environment that I'm in, and the environment I'm in ain't a good. Me? How, God? How is that gonna happen? Because I knew God, but I didn't know God, right? It's a difference. We all say I'm a believer. I believe God, but I wasn't praying every day. I wasn't fasting. I wasn't seeking Him. I'll probably read here and there. But when you really truly have a relationship with God, you can tell by the way you live your life. And I was not living like that. I just was talking to God on the surface, right? And I got tired of being tired of myself. And see, what you can't do, God will do for you.
Mhm.
When you can't get yourself out of a situation and He wants you out of it, He will get you out of the situation. So a situation happened and I had a choice to make. Is you either going to stay with him and be a part of the wrath, or you're going to live the life I have for you? And I chose to live the life that God has for me. And in that moment, I said, I'm tired. I'm tired of running from this. I'm tired of running from HIV, right? Because I knew what God wanted me to do. Because that's one thing, God will tell you what He wants you to do. It's just sometimes we be so clouded and there's so much going on within us that we don't know if it's him or if it's us or if it's somebody else talking. So you really can't clearly hear. So I knew that God wanted me to be free as a woman living with HIV, meaning to say, Shatrivia, you are HIV positive, and it's nothing wrong with that. He wanted me to live in that truth, but I wouldn't do that because that meant I had to do something, right? Because when God show you something, that means you better do something. And majority of the time, we don't want to do nothing. We don't want to make changes, right? So I knew I had to leave him. So I left him and moved out of state. And I got real sad. This sadness and depression been going on for years. This ain't something new. I probably would struggle with this to the day I die, but I know how to control it now, right?
Mhm.
And I got sad, I got depressed all over again because now I got these kids by myself. I've never been a single mother. How do I raise kids? I don't know how to do this. So I started drinking, smoking, partying. I was just doing all sorts of stuff. And God said, okay, What you gonna do? He said, it's time to become free. And I'm like, now? It's time to become free like this? You want me like this? I'm in the worst sin right now. He said, yes. So I said, okay, real AZ is coming up. I'm gonna go on Facebook and I'm gonna say I'm HIV positive. And if I die, I die. Because at that time I wasn't who I am today. I've slept with two people and then tell them I was HIV positive. But I went back and told them after I did it. And I felt like I didn't want to be free of that because I was going to expose that they was messing with me and it just was going to be too much. And I didn't want that, right? I already told them my truth. They forgave me, but to say it publicly will be different because that means now